Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to give you a full overview on Wise and why I am super bullish on the project. And I've actually invested 50 ETH personally of my own money into the project, guys. So super duper excited about this. We are in day 3 of the pre-sale. As you can see here, they've already had 7,697 ETH sent into reserve Wise tokens. And right now they are refunding up to 70% of your gas fees. They're going to be doing that for the first 20,000 ETH. So before I go into this quick presentation here that shows you all the details, let me just show you here the reservations. As you can see here, day 1 and 2. Day 1 closed out with just under 645 ETH. Day 2 closed out with a little bit over 500 ETH. And right now there's 388 ETH in day 3 with about 5.5 hours left. So if you are familiar with how these auction lobbies go, not that this is an auction lobby, but it's very similar where the more ETH that goes into a particular day, the less tokens you're going to get. So again, you can take a look at all the different days. There's 50 days you can choose from. You can jump into whichever day you like. Now, keep in mind, there's no real guaranteed way to figure out which is the very best day to go into because these numbers are changing and they're dynamic. So a lot of people are just going to dollar cost average to all the days. Now, of course, if you decide to dollar cost average, and this is the first time you're seeing Wise, you're not going to be able to get into day 1 and day 2 because those days are already closed, but you can certainly dollar cost average into day 3 all the way up to day 50. And once day 50 ends, we will get our tokens and we will be able to start staking them. Now, this project, these tokens, they're designed for you to stake them. Okay, so the best strategy that you're going to have, and again, put together your own. Everyone has a different strategy, but the very best way to make gains with this is to stake them. Okay, so yeah, super excited about this. Let's jump into these bullet points and why I think this is going to be a very, very successful project. Of course, do your own research, do your own due diligence. If you decide to get in, only put in what you can afford to lose, guys, because crypto in and of itself is super risky. So again, it's important that you do your own research. So Wise token, what's the big deal? Since the inception of Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency space has never seen a project as fair. While seed investors are making millions by signing cryptos that pay them up front, the biggest opportunity has been left untouched thus far. Okay, less than 2% of the world owns crypto. So if you're somebody that's watching this and you have crypto, even if it's quote unquote small amount, now again, a small amount, large amount, that's all relative. But if you hold crypto, you are in less than 2% of the entire world. So you're a very, very early adopter. So congratulations. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, you're going to be glad that you got in on crypto super early. Okay. So why aren't people using crypto? Well, the reason why is because there's a lot of scams. There's a lot of, with crypto, there's not really a way to trace things. Now they're getting better with that, but there's a lot of ways that you can get scammed on crypto. Super duper risky, as I said before. Aside from scams being out there, just holding crypto because of the price volatility is also a very big risk. There's also a failure rate. Different projects, 999 out of 1,000 projects fail. And again, the process is too difficult to learn. Okay, for me, I went through a pretty long learning curve, and I've tried to, there's a couple of family members that I'm trying to teach crypto to, how to open up a wallet, how to do a transaction, how to send, how to receive. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to teach, especially like, the older generation. It's not easy for them to learn. So it is a difficult process, and a lot of people, they'd rather just shy away from, instead of learning something new, they'll just kind of stick with what they're used to. And that's why people are not jumping into crypto and not, it's not having this mass adoption just yet. So it says here, the world has been unsuccessful so far in fostering the mass adoption of crypto. Wise is positioned to change that by creating a token that is as fair as BTC, protected from price volatility to the downside, and has sustainable tokenomics. That's what you want, guys. You want to have sustainable tokenomics, easy to use, so it gets adopted quite easily. And if it's not, if the volatility is not so insane, people are going to like that. Right? This is what Wise token has. Okay, there's a couple of key features here. Let's go over them one by one, and why I think this is going to be a super fair launch. This year, Wise's launch economically decentralized and completely fair. There's no pre-mine. Okay, no pre-mine. If you've been in the space for any time, you know what a pre-mine is. This one doesn't have any pre-mine, and the team gets 0 free tokens. A lot of times you have these launches, and the team has, millions and millions and tens of millions of tokens, and they're just kind of holding all these tokens. This team doesn't have any free tokens. If they want to get tokens, they have to enter the pre-sale just like everybody else, which I think is super duper fair. So it says your distribution includes 30 to 90% of all tokens granted to the team for free. That's usually what happens. Here, it doesn't have that, okay? Typically, several rounds of private pre-sales offering massive discounts to VIPs, thus, creating a bunch of whales. This one doesn't have that either. Really, there's no whales in Wise, okay? Everyone has fair and equal opportunity to get Wise and reserve it during the pre-sale, or jump into, get it after the pre-sale, okay? So everyone is fair. Also with Wise, at least 90% of money raised goes to Uniswap for liquidity, okay? So that's huge, guys, because without liquidity, you can have a bunch of tokens, you're not gonna be able to sell them in the market. You're not gonna be able to, create transactions, okay? You need to have liquidity, and if you have liquidity that's ownerless, that's even better, because you can't have a rug pull. Okay, you can't have that liquidity pulled, which is what we've seen so far with several different projects over the last couple of months. Okay, so that's pretty awesome, guys. It says your team can remove, typically with other projects, team can remove liquidity at any moment, destroying the market. The Wise contract burns the LP tokens, protecting the market and locking liquidity on Uniswap forever. So again, can't pull the liquidity, no rug pull. I love that. Awesome, awesome stuff, guys. Okay, that's why this is a fair token and a fair project. So since your Wise is protected and safe, Wise is resistant to downside price dumps because 90% of users' money gets locked in Uniswap's Wise Ethereum pair. Maximum price correction 75% if 100% is sold. Okay, the price floor increases from transaction fees daily, and again, liquidity cannot be removed because the keys are burned. The Wise smart contract has no admin keys, and also they were audited by Coin Fabric. Here's why Wise is sustainable, guys. Wise's market cap can grow quickly due to massive liquidity on Uniswap. That's a huge deal. I know a lot of people don't really understand how that works, but if you've been in this space and you've experienced some of these rug pulls, you know why liquidity, massive liquidity, ownerless liquidity, is so critical. Okay. Investors can cash in and out large amounts without slippage. Okay, that's another big deal, because again, if there's no liquidity and you're getting hit with slippage, you could lose a big portion of your funds, okay, just from slippage, right? 20%, 30%. I've seen 40%. It's not fun, all right? Wise only creates 4% inflation, less than BTC's first 8 years. BTC rewards miners, Wise rewards stakers. Wise's launch is economically decentralized, no team-held tokens or perks. We already talked about that. And all Wise must be purchased on the market fairly. Okay, so no whales, none of the, nobody getting, free tokens. I mean, there probably will be whales in Wise, but they're getting their tokens the way everyone else is. They got to go into, they have to go into the market and purchase their tokens just like everybody else. When I say whales, I'm talking about people that have all these free tokens, or they were gifted or granted tokens, or the team, made all these tokens for them to have. This project doesn't have any of that, okay? Wise has the best referral program in crypto and strong marketing. This is huge here, guys, okay? Because again, when you have a strong referral program, marketing will take care of itself, all right? And this is the only platform, staking platform that I know of, okay, that you can get referrals not only on Reservations, You can also get referrals when you refer people that stake. And if people use a referral link when they're reserving, they get a 10% bonus. When they use a referral link when they stake, they get 10% more shares. That's huge, guys. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Again, very, very unique. So the smartest use of the money, guys, what they did is they're taking all the pre-sale money, and again, their concept is the smartest use of that is to create an instant, massive liquid market. All right, on Uniswap. So what does Wise do, guys? Lock up Wise and stakes to earn interest. Okay, again, this token is meant, it was built for staking. Okay, so you can lock up your Wise and stakes to earn interest. You can stake up to 15,330 days. Now, of course, you don't have to do that. You can stake for as short as you want or as long as you want, but understand the longer you stake, the better the rewards. Okay, because longer stakes earn more daily interest along the way. It's also designed to create 10 to 30% annual interest, massive ROI from Wise price appreciation as well. Interest can be withdrawn from stakes without penalty to principal. Okay, that's, again, this is the only project that I know of as far as staking platforms where you can withdraw the interest anytime you want. Ending stakes, early penalties, principal, 100% of penalties are distributed to active stakers. So again, don't put in a stake that you feel like you're gonna have to unstake early. Okay, so think, put your strategy together, think it through, and put your stakes so that you know that those stakes you'll be able to see through completion. Now, if you have to emergency unstake, of course, there's life happens, things happen. You can do that. Just understand that there are penalties, and when penalties are incurred, 100% of those penalties are distributed to active stakers, okay, people that are that have their Wise token staked. Okay. Now, just so you know, and again, I'm not going to talk about it in this video, they do have something called insurance stakes, which is something they built on top of the contract. I'll talk about that some other time. So, you do have the option if you feel like you might have to unstake for whatever reason. That might be another option for you. And again, this is the only project that I know of that has insurance stakes. Okay, so how's it going so far? This is the numbers based on up till yesterday. So as you can see here, this is the date, and this is the date that I'm making this video. So far, $3.5 million worth of ETH has been sent to the contract. There's 1,900 unique wallets, 33,000 reservations. The average wallet investment is 4 ETH. Okay, so again, there's room for everyone. The quote unquote little guy is able to get in and get some Wise. There's over $300,000 already earned through referral links. Over 200 YouTube videos created. And again, there's more coming. Over a dozen articles written. And the big, heavy paid marketing campaigns don't even start until January 2021, when the pre-sale is over. So, guys, we are at the beginning of the beginning of the beginning. If you ever wanted to be at the beginning of something, you're looking at it right here. Okay, so here are just some second layer protocols as I wrap up. These are some other contracts that are being built on top of Wise. This here, Wise is meant to be a base layer money for an entire new ecosystem. There's Wise Insurance, which I mentioned a little bit, allowing users to end their stakes at any time with minimal penalties to principal. They're going to be launching that in December 2020. There's also Wise Lending. They're going to launch that in February 2021. Allows users to use their stakes as collateral to borrow money in DAI. There's DAI staking, allows users to stake DAI in the treasury to earn interest. There's also a Wise phone app, which is projected 2021, so that you can easily buy and stake using your phone. Very, very powerful, guys. And again, there's Wise point of sale vending. Okay, that's going to be after ETH 2.0 launches, and you can buy anything using Wise. That's going to help adoption. Okay, you can use your Wise to make purchases anywhere, anytime you want. So does the work stop here? No, let's onboard the world of crypto. So again, we are at the very beginning of this, guys. Very, very exciting times. If you want to get in on this and get in early, now would be the time. The very, very best time to have gotten in was before day 1 of the pre-sale. The second best time is right now, okay? So if you want to use my link, you'll get a 10% bonus on your reservation. And yeah, if you have any questions, post it in the comments or hit me up on Telegram. I'll leave links to that as well down below. And yeah, very, very excited for Wise. So that's pretty much it, guys. I will catch you on the next video. Talk to you soon, guys. Peace.